ready for war, you got to love it like black, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah.
Hey everybody, it's the Coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. With that, we send you up to US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Standing by our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said, the key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
He didn't have as many throws or plays in college as many of the quarterbacks that were coming out in the draft, but he maximized what he had. Ended up winning 2 national championships as a starting quarterback at North Dakota State.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Right back to Sanders on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's the offense, and sometimes you got to show love to the big guys.
That you do. And we're talking about Jason Kelsey now, not Travis, his brother, who plays tight end. Jason lines up at center, a threat to go to the Pro Bowl each and every year.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
Harrison Smith's play has been so good in the NFL that he demands the respect of everyone. And I remember a couple years ago when we talked about the top safeties, his name didn't come up in the first group. It does now. I remember doing a game a couple years ago where the Rams were trying a lot of razzle-dazzle stuff. And Mike Zimmer's head coach pretty much said, sick him to Harrison Smith, and he ended that in a hurry. He can play close to the line of scrimmage, can also cover deep.
He wants it all for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Here's Cousins. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
On 1st down, Wentz completes it to Aguilar. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. Wentz now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
And now out comes Minnesota. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. No score after one on EA Sports.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And this is Cook with a grab. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Cousins on 1st down. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Off the play fake, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 29 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right?
Now the ball comes loose, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Tight end Herb Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. On second down, Cook, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Cousins, and able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Wentz. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Here's Sherrills. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 43 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jordan Howard and the rest of the offense heading back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Wentz now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Returnable for Sherrills. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Cousins now. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 36 yards on the play. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
So these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Push him back.
Again, it's Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now after the sack, here's 3rd and goal from the 20. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 31, Wentz. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Wentz. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Wentz. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here's Kirk Cousins now, the centerpiece of our player spotlight. And he's been effective and they're winning, so it makes it a little easier to put a montage together.
It really does, doesn't it? Because we can see him throwing it really well. But how about everything else that's going on? Protection has been excellent. And, of course, the guys catching the ball have provided some highlight reels themselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's not always just one man. He's been good, but you got the guys catching the ball, too.
Yeah, you name it. It's all coming together for them. What they call that synergy. Everything working together really well. And right now, he's the focal point of it.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well run route.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On the carry, it's Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Throwing, Cousins. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. And maybe this penalty, this pass interference call.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Cousins completes it to the fullback Ham. The ball comes out. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? The throw complete to Beebe. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Now stop. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Kirk Cousins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, being on second half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know, at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A quick pass out to Aguilar. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On second down, it's Sanders. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Here we go.
What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. That's Aguilar with it on the jet sweep. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles get a score closer.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker. Sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something. and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the red zone now, Cousins. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. To throw is Cousins. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Wentz. Completes it to Aguilar. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. To throw is Wentz. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get...
Cook stripped, the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. To throw again on second down. Wentz. The Sanders has got it complete. Give him 3 on the play, and just like that, it's third down. The Eagles on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From midfield, here's Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Bailey now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in that.
And got his man complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Danielle Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing now is Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Wentz now to throw. It's caught by Jackson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Into the red zone. Wentz firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Running with Howard. Howard has the first down and then some. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in a game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to. But as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's got room past the 20. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Trying the power game with Ham. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. Second and inches. Throwing here, Cousins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. Now a run with Cook. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long fourth and goal.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Wentz again. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
That's it, baby.
Well, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.